Alrighty, we are calibrated and we are ready to cut. Now I am doing projector because I did not want to do 68 pages. So here goes nothing. Okay. Also, since I bought said projector, I'm going to start using said projector. Okay, don't laugh. I ended up just tracing it out. I projected it and then I traced it. I couldn't take it. It probably took me longer to project it and then trace it than to put 68 pages together. But it is what it is. Fingers crossed we have enough fabric. You see, for the most part. Okay. I'm a tiny bit afraid I put that because I didn't do it right sides together, that it might not come out right, and then that's why I won't have enough fabric. So if you see a different fabric, that's what happened. Now the fold is gonna be fine. There's the other pieces. Oh, and these are facings anyway. I think. I know that's a facing. That's a facing. It's this one. I'm not sure about. All right, go what you got. So I know that one's gonna be fine because it's on the fold. Let me see. If you, so, I mean, I could just cut out one, turn it over. Well, let's try that because, like I said, my fabric is at a minimum and Hobby Lobby is not open to go get some more. So, and I gotta have a video out tomorrow. So let's do that. Okay. And I chose this pattern because of the princess scenes. Specifically because Tilly's Pattern Studio has a lot of cute patterns, but I don't really care for darts. I do not really care for darts. Hence, that's why I chose the princess scenes. And it's, if it hasn't obvious by now, we are not concerned with pattern matching. I'm so hard-headed, I don't know. Right and the left, okay. So I don't have to be worried that my fabric is not gonna match. Right, we were just gonna cut these out, okay. Okay. Right. Continue on our cutting journey, and this is just the bodice. This is not, okay, how about that? Let me mess it up somewhere. This is not the skirt, and as I cut, I'm thinking that it should have been 60 inches wide, so what we get at the end of this will be as much as a surprise to you as it is to me. Because who didn't read directions? This girl. So, knowing that, the question is, how bad is it going to be? I think it'll be okay. And then I have a cute black bag, slated corset outfit. And I'm just gonna do black accessories. A black bag, black shoes. I don't know if I'm gonna do silver or gold. Earrings. Not sure. Even tracing it out though, it's still kind of hard to see. Okay, so I need another one of these. What did I do? Okay, hold on. Is this? Yeah, I think this is right. Okay. That's a whole other thing. Try to make sure when I'm cutting scraps like this, I have to remember. So this is the, I need the salvage edge to remind me I'm going in the right grain line. That's what that's for all you newbies out there. And again, we're trying to maximize. Oh no, I think it's supposed to be like this. Yeah. Okay. Down. And that brown hair was a little too close for me. A little too close. It's okay. This might be what my daughter was talking about when she said she doesn't want to sew because you have to be perfect. I'm like, you do not have to be perfect because I'm not perfect. But then here I am trying to make sure I get every nook and cranny. And as I was telling one of my classmates, I was like, it doesn't have to be perfect. You just gotta put it together. Just put it together. Hence why I don't like sewing for other people, because when I'm sewing for other people, I want it to be perfect. For me, you know me, I'm just gonna throw the jacket on. You're not gonna see all these loose threads. Call it a day. You got an angle I can reach. Kind of how I felt at Frocktails too. Well, not Raleigh Frocktails, but at Charlotte Frocktails, I was sick because to me, hold on, because to me, I don't even know if I'm still in front, but oh, that's right. Because to me, my darts were garbage. That's the first thing I said, and my sewist friend was like, girl, anybody care about them darts? And nobody said anything about them darts. I was the only one thinking about them darts. Hence why I don't do darts. I don't like darts. But I wanted that style dress, that Bridgerton style dress. And if you want it to fit, that requires darts. Matter of fact, I need to pull that top out. And wear it again. I ain't wore it since. I ain't wore it since I made it. I mean, I ain't wore that or my Raleigh Frocktails outfit. Now, it has selvage, but it's okay because that's facing us on the inside, so it'll be fine. It'll be fine. And I actually wonder, is Ankara selvage different than, let's say, quilting cotton selvage? Because I think it's only in quilting cotton that you shouldn't use the selvage. Something about the way it's warped and it moves different, something. But I see a lot of people who use Ankara, they'll use the selvage in a minute. They don't care. So is Ankara selvage different than quilting cotton, or is just the quilting cotton, or is just the quilting aspect itself? Because quilting really is pretty precise. I'm gonna have to look that up. And the only reason why I'm not really particularly concerned with selvage is because it's going to be on the inside. And again, you won't see it. If it was on the outside, then yeah. And even then, because I want to say this is under the armpit. Yeah. You looking that close, you should be paying for something. I gotta look this up because it feels like it needs interfacing. Okay. Okay, we have our scraps over there. And again, let's go wrong side. Wrong side and right side. And yeah, this way. Right, and then too, you have to remember, you can actually, if you were looking hard enough, you could see the direction of the grain. But alright. I know this is a maxi dress, which is probably why I needed to say 4, maybe 5 yards. I bought 3. So it's probably gonna be more like a mini. And so if you could see, that's the bottom of one piece. And that's all the fabric that I have. This is all the fabric that I have. So it's really gonna be a modified Maren because the top will be the same. But the skirt is probably just going to be a square, gathered down, and some kind of way figure out a slit into it. Okay? Here we go. Alrighty. What is a dress without pockets? Oh no. I have no idea. skirt, I just cut the rest into 2 big rectangles, and then we're gonna gather it that way, and then we're just gonna gather it down to the bodice. I might need to split the back into 2 for the zipper, because I know there's a zipper in the back of the bodice. I'm not 100% if the zipper goes all the way through the skirt. But yeah, I am debating the front, because the front has a cute split, and I don't want to just, I mean, we can, let's say this is the middle of the skirt, you want your split here, you just cut up where you want your split, hem it, call it a day. But I know in the pattern it was 2 pieces for the front. So the back was 2 pieces. The front was 2 as well, but the front was mirrored. Either the front was mirrored or the back was mirrored. But I want to say, to get the split, you like, here's the main piece, and then you put a little piece. You overlap the pieces. I guess that's to make sure, I guess if the wind blows, so on and so forth. Or I might have to leave the split out, which is, besides the princess seams, the split was the reason why I bought the dress, the pattern. So we'll see. Okay, again, because I had limited amount of fabric, we are going to use ribbon for the ties. That's why I'm just measuring how long the ties would be, and that's it. All right, the bodice is done. Now, I'm not sure why this is longer, but that's okay. We'll just cut it off. Okay, so the reason why it wasn't fitting before was because it was the wrong piece. I was putting the back pieces to the front bodice. Okay. All right, the back is together. It's still not lining up though, but we'll see how it works out. Okay. Bodice is assembled. Not bad. Only had to seam up a little bit. And again, this doesn't, it's not lining up, but not 100%. It should be okay. We're moving on to the skirt. I've added the pockets. They're here somewhere. But I stopped to show you that the way, for the pockets, but the way I'm putting the skirt together, I don't know where you started in your sewing journey, but I started with Mimi G's, I started with her Easy Gather skirt, but then took off with the Regal Maxi. So I'm making this pretty much the same as a Regal Maxi, 2 squares with the pockets, and I'm going to gather them down to the bodice. That's it. But I need to decide on my split. That's the only thing. But for right now, we're at the skirt portion. I'm going to gather it down to fit the bodice, because this does have a zipper from the top to the bottom. All right. Okay. We are gathered. Now, the gathers do need to be evened out, Because you see how there's some here and there's a whole lot. Not that many here, a whole lot right there. So I just need to spread them out. But for the most part, we are almost there. We are headed to the finish line. Just have to insert the zipper and call it a day. Okay, and here we are. She is finished. The back has a visible zipper, as visible as it's gonna get. You can wear it off the shoulders, wear it on the shoulders. We have our pockets. I did not add my split yet, so I guess I would add it here. We're just gonna slice it up and hem it. That's it. This skirt itself still needs to be hemmed. But yeah, this is it. Thank you for joining me.